everybody, this is Neo with a special replay cast, actually. We're just back from China, and I had a little craving to cast some more Warcraft for you guys, because for WGL, we prepared a new hero tool for you, and that's in the works for, I don't know, man, months. And we couldn't really present it to you because we had no hands in the production. So, while we were in China, there was a show match going on from no other than Grubby versus Happy. Unarguably, the most discussed personalities in the entire Warcraft scene here in the West, and they played an entire best of 7. So this is a great chance to see these two old school awesome players facing each other on Battle.net ladder, plus our chance to present our hero tool to you guys. And, you know, to satisfy my craving for casting. So, 3 birds with 1 stone. Here is a best of 7 between Grubby and Happy. I mean, there is no real reason to introduce the players, but let's do it anyway. Here they are. Netherlands versus Russia, former teammates in EG. Grubby certainly a little older than Happy, with 32 years of age, close to Moon and Lin, who will turn 32 in the next couple of days as well. Orc versus Undead is of course going to be the matchup. Grubby's biggest successes, the WCG wins, of course, in 2004 and 2008 in Cologne, where I was present, actually, when Caldo was casting. That was absolutely phenomenal. Happy, not the biggest wins, but World Esports Masters and a lot of good results in BlizzCons as well. Back then, Grubby was pretty damn good against Undead, as you can see, but back then, the matchup was a little imbalanced. But Happy was certainly the one standing against that with his superior micro. This is certainly a styles clash, as well as Grubby was never really known for his big micro, but more decision making and smartness. Happy on the other side, sometimes a little stubborn, but my god, has this guy micro. So hopefully we will see those two essential playstyles clashing here together after so many years of not competing in serious tournaments. So I guess let's dive right into the first map, which is going to be Echo Isles. Grubby as Orc and Happy in the upper right here as Undead. Here we go, Altar of Storms, of course. And here we see Grubby spamming some APM. As I said, this is a best of 7, so the first player to win 4 matches is the winner of this show match. This was played because the ladder was a little broken. Sorry for the sound, guys, but I can't turn it off, unfortunately. This unit response thingies. So at the moment, as you can see, no hero tool here because there are no heroes on the map. Grubby in the upper left in green decides to go for a normal Altar of Storms build. Blade Master or Farseer. You could expect the Blade Master here because there's so many claws, but you never know. Maybe he wants to throw a curveball here and there and surprise Happy a little. Barracks to follow it up, so no super fast tech, no big wyvern play most likely. I haven't seen the replays yet, so I will be surprised as well to what's going to happen. On the other side, hailing from Russia is Happy with early Fiend, late DK build. Interesting, no Tet build, just very old school early Fiends. Maybe the 4 Ghoul play. We'll see about that. So the Altar of Storms is present, and here's the Farseer. Very old school as Grubby is. Going with the Wolves and Chain Lightning instead of the pure right-click damage and Blade Master control of the map. As you know, in Windwalk, he can cover a lot of the map and detect the movements of your opponent. But you can do that with Wolves as well if you use them nicely to scout. Grubby also pretty old school, not deciding to go for a shot, but double burrow. This means earlier grunts or more grunts earlier. Therefore, no items on Grubby's side. Ah, there we go. Voodoo Lounge in the south. A little late compared to the normal build, but I guess this goes for creeping then. With early grunts, you creep a little faster and more, and maybe less harass. So you see in the upper left, there is the Farseer now with level indicator, with skill build, and with his inventory. Now it's working. So you see he goes for Wolves first, has still the Town Portal in his inventory. Happy on the other side with his late DK and early Fiends. Normal stuff from the Undead side. Shop in the back, second Fiend coming already. So no fast tech on neither side. This is a little off meta. Grubby already with the first experience and the circlet of nobility. A little stat boost, which you love as basically every hero. So most likely the best outcome. And now Happy's DK is out as well, shopping a little for Rod of Necromancy. So we see already that he expects a Blade Master here as he's going for the Dust of Appearance. He will see the Farseer and then think, oh damn, this item is not gonna do anything because there's no invisible units from the Orc side. Ogre is already dead, first skeletons are summoned, and the hunt for level 2 is on. Grubby going for green. This is his level 2, so this is Chain Lightning unlocked as well. And now he had the time to build the shop, go for the heal selves and the clarity potion and the speed scroll. So this is either more creeping, which is absolutely looks like it, or harassment to maybe damage a fiend or damage the decay directly. He's tanking with the Farseer here, losing a bit of HP on the Farseer, but that's alright as long as his spirits are still there doing damage and the grunts stay healthy. So the creeps attack the Farseer and since he has hero armor, they do less damage, so this is a little more effective than tanking with grunts. But you shouldn't fall below 400 HP loss, because then one healing self will heal you up entirely, and that is why he's tanking the damage with the wolves now. So that's should be very early level 3 for Grubby, with also sentry ward. So he claims shop control with his first ward in the middle. Happy is scouting for this as well and sees, oh damn, this is pretty unusual what you play. This is not something that I see in tournaments. This is not something that I encounter on ladder too much. 2 gloves of haste will help the Lich, and his tier 2 is already on the way. 1/3 done. Grubby is far ahead, but that's the nature of the build for undeads. Oh, Grubby, another sentry ward in the middle of the base of Happy. He will see basically everything on the map, and he's also going for a fast expansion. Very smart play to completely surprise Happy here. Distracting in the main. Happy is not allowed to lose any acolytes, who of course on this patch are a little slower. He does though. Staffing out now is the Farseer. Doesn't lose his life, and he is level 3 now thanks to the grunts creeping here. Saves this grunt as well. Wow, what a play by Grubby. Seriously impressed by what he's doing here. Happy completely caught off guard. He has a lot of firepower now though, with the skeletons and with the 3 fiends, and he has a level 2.5 decay, which is of course not optimal as you are half a level behind your opponent. But at least you have the Unholy Aura already. You had some time to creep, but one of the unique spots at the south is gone already. Went to Grubby, and the sentry ward is in position here as well. So with that harass, with that level 3, Happy should seriously be aware of this expansion. He's going for it, cancels the clarity and the healing with the next coil. The thing is now, wolves are pretty easy to shut down by fiends, if not well microed. Grubby saves this one to the right, so no experience to the DK for now. He's stuck on level 2.5 because he has to deal damage to this expansion now, and he needs level 3, so he's kind of stuck between a rock and the hard place. He is now in tier 2. He lost a little bit of gold because he didn't have the 6th acolyte, only rebuilding it now. That also delayed the tier 2. Tier 3, I'm sorry, for Happy. So the destroyer push will most likely arrive a little later. Grubby in the meantime, Shadowhunter second, Beastery, and the Shadowhunter, as we can see in the upper left, decides to go for, what is it, Hex first? No Serpent Wards or anything. He just has to hold on at the moment. He has to stay on tier 2, of course. He can provide level 3 on his main, and that is time for Happy to creep. He decides that level 3 is more important than whatever his opponent is doing, and Grubby is harassing again. Once again during tech. Oh, he has the mana for a Chain Lightning. That could be 2 dead acolytes. He's not using that mana though. Okay, oh, now he is. What a slaughter in the base. 2 acolytes dead. He doesn't get the 3rd one though. Nova arrives, but the town portal has been used. The wolves can't get the fatal damage, so only, in quotes, 2 acolytes dead. But again, he has to cancel this tech.
Work complete.
Only a Halls of the Dead, no Black Citadel, tech cancelled, and wow. He has the lumber at the moment. The Slaughterhouse is coming as well. The Lich is out too. Skilling Nova first, though. In the absence of a Blade Master, that's not too bad. Triple gloves on him. So kind of a Gatling gun once he gets the orb. But that is delayed. He will do serious damage. In terms of items, Grubby pretty naked. No invul, no heal scroll. Nothing from the map, really, except this one circlet. But his expo is up. Going with the burrow. And I can only imagine, yeah, the War Mill is coming. Happy is getting level 3 and the Potion of Greater Mana. Which will help him a lot in the next battles. But the burrow is almost up. Then reinforced defense is coming in. Perfect item for Grubby here with the Pendant of Energy.
Work complete.
Using... Oh, swapped over the Pendant. Then used the Clarity, increasing his regen there a little. But here comes the big push by Happy. No reinforced defenses yet. He gets a little bit of piercing damage, but skeletons are coming in. Nova is ready too, and he found a clause of attack. This is so much damage coming from this Lich. He's knocking down this burrow. Will not keep Grubby supply stack, who is not at 50 though. But Happy on the other side, only at 36 supply as well. Burrow falls, but not the workers, nor the Great Hall. He might get a few kills in. He can stay in this battle or in this position for a little longer. Nice Nova here. Killing 1, killing 2, killing 3 most likely. Trying his best but not getting the kill there. But okay, level 2 for the Lich. So Frost Armor should be ready. Or Dark Ritual. And we see it is Frost Armor. Chain Lightning again, but the statue is there for healing. Shadowhunter a little far forward, takes some damage from Lich and Fiends. Just right-clicking him is Happy here. Not too much movement, trying to nuke him, but there is enough mana. There's also Heal Wave ready. And he has a little bit of a potion to get his mana back up. So only hero focus here by Happy. Now switching to the units, but Grubby, smart as he is, going for the Obsidian Statue. Next Chain Lightning, only level 1, doesn't do too much. Frost Armor is ready on almost everything, so the Grunt should be slowed by quite a bit. Trying to take out the Raiders now, but of course with piercing damage against medium armor, that's not too easy. Gets the last... Oh, nice heal wave, but only saves the unit for so long. Gets the statue in return though, and that should be the sign for Happy to evacuate here a little. Trying with the hero focus again. The Kodo has eaten this Fiend. And how much mana is there still? Nothing on the Lich. He used so much Frost Armor that he can't go for the nuke anymore. Coil being used there to save the Lich, but nothing is bringing in the Orb of Corruption. He doesn't have backpack as far as I see this. Nice burrow by Happy. And nice reaction by Grubby again. Counter healing the nuke. And not getting the kill though. That was a decent push by Happy. Killing a few workers and the Ziggurat at the burrow, but that's about it. Grubby immediately rebuilding this. Is at 50-50. No reinforced defenses yet. He does have the resources. Going for a second barracks, which is pretty interesting. Could be for Berserkers then if he expects some tier 3 stuff, which is coming with the Orb of Corruption. And Destroyers. So the Orb is here. Happy lost the Town Portal, of course, but this damage output is seriously insane now. Finally, mana regen on Happy's part, who's not going for any kind of counter expansion. It's just waiting for the next attack, and should be at 50 supply as well. That's enough. Make that a little bigger so I can see the supply as well. Sorry about that little inconvenience. Shadowhunter is level 3 now. Happy's is not scout when he goes to the shop because the ward is gone, but there's lots of mana potions now on the Shadowhunter and on the Farseer, plus a scroll. But does he have an Invo potion as well? That's kind of the question. Nope, no Invo potion, so he's not safe from this nuke, which is not that strong, but of course, way more damage now with the Orb of Annihilation, with Nova. Second barracks only finished now, so Grubby might be in a little bit of problems here, trying to nuke the first grunt to get a little bit more experience. Second one as well, as we use the heals wave immediately. First grunt goes down, next Nova hits a lot of this front line. Dark Rangers coming in for the silence to prevent the healing, and Happy is seriously doing some damage, but now we have level 4 on the Farseer, and we have seen a lot of Chain Lightning because the Wolves don't do that much anymore, because you can dispel against it with the Destroyers now, so Chain Lightning is stronger now and must be the key spell here. We see it, 2 Fiends already hurt, but Grubby is losing so many grunts. in the process that the Lich is almost going to level 3. The Destroyer falls though, and that was a big pickup. 5 supply gone from Happy's side. Still pretty close battle. Headhunters are coming in to have additional piercing damage against the Destroyer. No statue anymore for Happy though, and that's why he has to retreat now. Maybe it was a little too greedy to go for both Destroyers. Maybe he should have left this one on the ground to still be able to provide mana regen. Grubby now breaking upkeep, of course. With his expansion, he can easily afford it. Not going for tier 3, just more grunts, headhunters, and Kodos. Well, the next fight ensues. Still no counter expansion. Statues coming in now. Good timing by Grubby, who still has the double mana potions. And man, this Chain Lightning could wreck Happy or seriously damage him. Destroyer Dispel used against the wolves. It's a little bit more HP, but man, is he caught off guard by this End Snare. Completely out of position, but the DK heals him one more time. Grunts, of course, don't do anything against it. He needs another coil. Cooldown on coil is pretty low. Nice micro. Saving it with below 40. Wow, now the potion being used on the Shadow Hunter. Here comes the silence a little too late, though. So the Chain Lightning rails through again. But the statues provide so much. Now, hard choice for Happy. He has to coil the Lich and the Destroyer at the same time, who cannot go into this battle, but the Headhunters snipe him. Once again, well done by Grubby. Finally, we have level 3 and the so fierce level 2 coil. Oh my god, this reveal. Oh my god, this reveal just got him 6 supply kills. And Grubby is just steamrolling with his bigger army. He has such a big supply lead now. And the Dark Range is not doing too much when the silence once too late. And Grubby doesn't have to push now. He can easily sit on his gold. He's a rich man.
Ready to work.
At 66 supply now. And Happy never got this mercenary camp. So there's a lot of experience here for him and a big item. But will Grubby allow this? Wolf is scouting. Happy now going for Ghoul Frenzy. Also a little stubborn. Maybe to not go for Banshees. I mean, if you're not playing against the Blade Master, then you don't really need Banshees for the curse, but would have been nice anyway, I guess. Parry up of Vitality. Little imbalanced drops here. No TP on Happy's side. No potion on Happy's side. And Grubby has all the time in the world now to go for this big turtle. Heal Scroll still available. Close to level 4 SH. Farseer is coming in as well, with an Invo Potion this time. So the shop control that he got early on, he still holds on to this. Upgrades for the Berserkers are coming. Will be the 1-1 already. Good and fast creeping. Boots of Speed, never bad. Happy hoping for a Tome of Experience. Didn't get it though, but... Oh, did he? Not so sure. Dark Ranger leveled up quite significantly. So, Heal Scroll on Happy's side, Mass Damage Lich, and finally Black Arrow. He got quite a few kills in those fights, so maybe he can start this. Frenzy Ghoul in the fight as well, to have a little bit of normal damage against this double Kodo, so Grubby will not lose the aura most likely. But Happy cannot allow these Kodos to eat. He's still at 55 supply, he's 28 supply down. Doesn't have the normal damage or siege damage to knock down this Great Hall at the moment while Grubby is at it. Engaging with the Speed Scroll, Grubby supply stuck now, can't go up to 80. Lots of Destroyers in the air. Must dispel these wolves. Lots of skeletons as well. The Headhunters are taking out the ghouls super easy. Nice focus by Grubby to take out these squishy high damage units instantly. But the magic damage is just too sick. Level 3 Dark Ranger now as well. A lot of units for Grubby are dying. Chain Lightning are coming in. Can he hold on though? 10 supply gone for the Dutchman. But now I think he's stabilizing. The Fiends are under attack. He can't use the coils too much for the engagements. Or for the offense, as he has to coil all the time. Because once again, there's no statue on the ground. There's no... Now it comes, but it walks straight into the Headhunters. And Happy was taking care of the front line immediately, only now going for the squishy Headhunters who are not Berserkers. Usually the Lich with an Orb of Corruption is able to take them out quickly. And again the missed rally with the statue. Can he start the snowball though? Happy. With Black Arrow and Lich right clicks, you might be able to take out those Headhunters and start a skeleton army, but doesn't seem to be that way. Still the mana potion on Grubby's side, still the Invo potion on Grubby's side, so at the moment it doesn't look like his heroes are in danger because also the mana of the undead is depleted. He has one Nova, which works great against all those headhunters, but only one coil as well, and the expansion is running and running and running for Grubby. Lich now in a little bit of trouble, uses the coil, can't use it for a nuke anymore. Grubby might be in problems if there's damage to the headhunters, because there is no real front line. There's one raider, and that's it. Direwolves can be dispelled easily in the base. Nothing happening for Happy.
Work complete.
Still at 51 supply, very unusual for him. And the Farseer made it to the shop. He should not allow that. Another invul potion. Big dispel though, lots of mana. Uses the nuke against the raider, so he gets more control in this battle. But there's still one more. And the Farseer is now level 5. Oh boy. If this is Chain Lightning 3, it's gonna hurt so much. And here we go. Still Direwolf. So yeah, it is Chain Lightning 3. All three heroes kind of melting. Happy is still holding on though. Doesn't want to give up that battle. As the Lich is getting close to 4. And then he can eat the skeletons and mass Nova. He has to hold on to this until his... Oh, what a nice heal wave. Really well done. Grubby's micro. Not too bad. Chain Lightning is coming in. And the right click as well. Killing the Dark Ranger. And now it looks really bad. Really, really bad for Happy. Wasn't able to save his third hero there. And Grubby is still on tier 2. Didn't invest anything to tech up. Even building a second shop now. 7 supply in the bag. And the hero levels are speaking in favor of the Orc. Close to 5-5. While we still don't have the Lich. Level 4 for Dark Ritual. And so much damage from these headhunters. I think he needs to use the Nova and focus on these headhunters. But, I mean, Happy made the second... made the mistake the second time that he didn't have the statue on the ground. And then these fights are not really a tug of war, as Happy can only pull once or twice on the rope. Metaphorically speaking. Because he doesn't get the reinforcements. And the regen. So no fiends anymore. Significant loss in damage with that, obviously. 20 supply down, and not the greatest hero levels for the Russian as well. Grubby scouting is superb, by the way. Looking for reinforcements, looking for some weird attacks. But the attack is coming from here. He does have a town portal, but apart from that, not waiting for the Dark Ranger. Fiends are back here, at least 2 of them. So this is kind of a surprise attack now. Happy has to be careful though. His gold mine is about to be mined. He's killing quite a few peons. That is decent experience, but on the cost of a town portal. And do you really want that? I mean, at least it drains some gold out of Grubby, but does it really? Because he can just pull his peons here to the south. And tier 3 is coming. And then the Berserker get their upgrades. And then they're a lot harder to kill. Plus they get a lot more damage from the Kodo aura. Grubby should just contain this expansion. Or could just contain this expansion. And make sure Happy has no income anymore. Then Happy can push once more if he sells a few buildings. Go for an all-in attack. The map is entirely empty, as you can see. More and more scouting going on. This second shop, by the way, is so helpful. 4 more potions. Tier 3 is almost done. Can Grubby buy the time for all the necessary upgrades that he needs? Happy is only sitting in the base as well. Going for more ghouls. I don't know if that's the right choice though. Because with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 12 headhunters. Oh, and Venom. No, I thought, okay, maybe switching to Wyvern now? Okay, but no. It's the Warsong Battle Drums, it's the Berserker upgrade. And then they have more damage while in Berserk mode and more HP. And having more HP is key. Because spamming Nova with the help of Dark Ritual and eating skeletons could win Happy the game. And of course these right clicks. 5, 4, 3. Happy found the right levels. Grubby scouts are running out. He didn't really see the army, I think. Pretty sure he didn't, but he's towering up. He knows, if I sit on this egg here, it's all good. He saw that Happy is not going for this expansion. There's still 600 gold. That shows you how impactful this Acolyte harass was in the beginning, before the tier 2 and before the tier 3 tag. This surgical strike was really marvelous. Upgrade is ready, both of them. So we do have +6 on the Berserkers now. Even Troll regen, which is kind of rare to see. Happy's trying to snipe reinforcements and knock down buildings. He does have a lot of ghouls now. He's not waiting until the gold mine is empty though. Giving Grubby the chance to go to 80 still. Full mana, full HP. Invo potions on both heroes, heal potions on both heroes. It's pretty good. But Happy is getting a little reinforcements here. Not too easy to break the base though. Usually, if there's no reinforced defenses, he could easily go for the burrows and eliminate them. But so he's tanking a little damage. He does have the statues on the ground this time though. Production of headhunters is cut in half, but he can still produce the nice chain lightning. Oh boy, this AoE damage against ghouls might be a game winner here. One spell and they are down to 50%. Happy is still... Oh, he is expanding actually, but he has only this one shot. If I'm not mistaken. He does have the resources, but... Why does he have so many resources? Is the question. Grubby's expansion is fortified. Happy is only at 66 supply, still down. Third shot by Grubby. I mean, this one got cancelled, but it's nice that he rebuilds them in the base, so wherever he gets contained, he has healing potions and mana potions. Switching up the gloves. 2 gloves on the Lich, 2 gloves on the Dark Ranger for maximum damage. As the third glove, and especially the fourth glove, is not doing too much. Grubby now with a lot of control. 5 raiders, 6 raiders even. This is an end snare lock, ladies and gentlemen. He has to fight this. Happy does. Oh man, this is kind of reminiscent of the legendary game of these two on this very map, where Happy's micro, especially with Fiends, decided this game against Chain Lightning. And the ghouls are already hurt before this fight has started, but now we have an interesting situation, because Grubby will mine out a lot sooner, as Happy didn't even start his Haunted Gold Mine here. Next Chain Lightning. 4 destroyers. Can Happy's micro make up for the lack of units, and will the undead heroes be the savior as they were so many times throughout Warcraft history? Oh, 2 heal scrolls for Grubby though. And heal potion. He has every potion on the map, I think. There's 1 mana potion and 1 heal scroll, but from the undead shop, I guess. Using the mana for a little bit of nuke. Here we have this fight. End snares are coming in quite a lot. Dark Ranger a little too far forward, but the headhunters are flanking now. Oh my god, are they flanking the obsidian statues? Also taking out the destroyers here. Everything is all over the place, but looks like Happy is not really doing the damage. The destroyers are flying in the middle of everywhere, losing way too many, and here's the raider to intercept this one. So where's the dispel now? Where's the damage now? Yes, he's doing a little bit against the front line, but these headhunters is just sick. Wolves level 3 now as well. Grubby not going for Earthquake, but Happy's numbers are dwindling. What a mistake and there to go for to split the destroyers and send them right into the berserkers, and now the undead heroes have to carry somehow. There's no dispel anymore though against these shadow wolves. He's losing the last fiend as well. So he needs a lot of coil nova action, but how if he has to use the coils on his own Lich? And can't use it aggressively. Hex, haven't seen that in a long time. The next destroyer about to fall as well. There's not too many coils remaining, only 2. Also no mana potion on the Lich anymore, so no Nova. And Nova is the key, together with a Crypt Lord maybe, against this mass of headhunters. By the way, nice by Grubby to realize that if he masses headhunters there, what can Happy's mass destroyer play do? Not too much if he gets the critical mass early enough and keep them up. Ooh, Lich in trouble again. Next Chain Lightning could kill Dark Ranger potentially. And Happy allowed 20 headhunters or so. Maybe that was a mistake in the bottom left fight, that he didn't focus on the back line, but rather on the grunts and raiders. Kudos did eat a fiend, so Happy will soon be down to 27 supply. And again, these end snares are coming in. Can he kill a hero now? Whoa, using the coil aggressively, that means there's cooldown on it. He can't get up to the level 5. He does have a level 4 Dark Ranger now, but that level up is not really worth it. The Expo 4 Happy is up though. Oh, he's only mining with 1 Acolyte, and the wolves will take him out. Oh, were they intercepted before? I haven't seen that, unfortunately. Maybe they were. So yeah, Happy is losing the last Acolyte to mine with, and that means no gold income anymore. Well, Grubby, well, doesn't have that, but he has the numbers. And Number City wins this game most likely, as the Shadowhunter is approaching level 6 as well. Used a lot of the consumable, not even everything. But triple undead hero, man. We have seen them do crazy stuff, but now the Lich is surrounded. And there is a coil, but the Hex is coming in time for Grubby. Well done. Level 6 on the Shadowhunter. He couldn't use the last coil to save himself. And therefore, Grubby winning the first map against Happy. Who would have thought that this is possible, man? Happy with his insane stats on Battle.net ladder. I have to look it up, but this is absolutely crazy. He's 1,118 to 17. That is a 99% win rate. Absolutely bonkers. Only one guy is coming kind of close-ish, and that is the 91% win rate Sonic. Actually, Foggy has 94. Grubby has 93. Pretty crazy stats. Grubby with 70 to 5. Foggy with 640 to 38. But yeah, impressive shit. Happy did do a few mistakes though, and as far as I know, the Russians have a really bad ping on the new Battle.net servers. So that doesn't suit Happy's style at all, as it's very, very micro dependent. And yeah, if you have spikes, then you're kind of in trouble. So I'm loading up into the second map. Grubby only has to win 3 more. And then he wins this Showmatch. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. It's cool to see these two players coming back and facing each other with all the history they have. Playing together, playing against each other. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So, I'm loaded in. And with that, we go into map number 2. Starting it now. Grubby in the upper left as the blue orc, going again for a normal build. As far as we can see, last time it was a little unusual with the Farseer, something we don't see, especially not on Echo Isles, or very, very rare. So maybe that caught Happy off guard. This time, by the way, we have an observer in the game, so a little better vision for us, as not one of those players are white then. Will Grubby switch it up and go for 1 burrow tech as it is meta? Will Happy switch it up? Nope, he's still going for the early fiends. No Tet build. Also, no shop at the moment. So the first one to change stuff is Grubby himself with the Blade Master on this map. You can find some decent items, especially the potions are great here. Also, lots of Tomes of Experience here on Tyrannus Stand LV. And you have quite a few creep routes to do. You can start here and get Merc access. You don't really need that. You can go into the middle and creep the little green ones for 2 level 2 permanent items like Claw Circlets. Or you can go instant harass, which is pretty brutal in the early stages. Or you can go to the outer skirts and be a little risky. It's a decent map for the Blade Masters, I guess. So he trades the TP immediately for a circlet and is going for a pretty unusual creep route, starting with a tunneler, while the shop is still building, so he doesn't have anything to heal himself with. On the other side, no Lich first shenanigans. Happy is still trusting his DK. And the early Fiends, of course. The first Fiend is scouting already if Grubby is here in the middle. If not, he can creep that himself. Grubby getting a ring of protection here, as you can see in our overlay as well. DK is out now too. Welcome to the battlefield. So again, Grubby with a 2 burrow tech. That is a 2-minute 50 tech, so still okay, but orcs usually can do it a little faster. But that slows down creeping and you have to play more aggressive. In this series so far, Grubby has decided that aggressiveness is not something that you want to do against Happy. So staying on his side of the map and creeping is pretty cool. Happy on the other side, creeping the middle. He is slowed with his DK, all the skeletons are slowed as well, but he's just item sniping. Leaves the apprentices here, only attacking the rogue and getting the ring here as well. Both a little unlucky with that. Blade Master is super hurt. Now the selves are ready, but he has to use 3-4 selves at least. Because this grunt is below, like, at 500 damage here. The Blade Master is at below 500. That was, again, a very unusual creep route, as he did on Echo Owls already when he went for the Merchant. Grubby seems to love the Merchants and old school boots of speed. Remo would love that. But not present here. Tech comparison. Grubby again faster, but not as much as he was before. And the Acolyte harassment potential with the Blade Master is a lot weaker. There is an opening though. Blade Master could go for that. But he has the Nerubian Tower. Should be fine. Oh, but that's a big one by Happy. Going right next to Grubby's base and steal the High Priest. Very easy to kill. Big item as well. Talisman of Evasion. Okay, has a big resell value though. But again, Grubby dodging Happy wherever he can. Not going for the middle where the Russian expected him. Not going for the outskirts where you could expect him as well. But shop into Laboratory. That's an orc creep out that I have maybe never seen on this map, on this patch. Certainly interesting. And so Happy, yeah, he got the middle and he got the item. He stole basically 1.5 creep camps from Grubby, but he's still level 1. He couldn't get a kill, he couldn't get damage, and now Grubby is level 3, finding Runed Bracers, one of the best items in this matchup. With Windwalk level 2, by the way. Sees the army now. And sees, okay, again heavy fiends. So this, now Grubby knows that Happy's tech is still behind. And he can take his sweet time. No coil ready. Ouch, that hurts. A 215 gold unit gone. For a peon, mind you. Just for a little peon. Tier 2 is done, Lich is coming. And the biggest thing is the slow from the Halt of the Dead is coming in. So Grubby can chase this further, but the damage is done. Good timing. Still 4 grunts, super healthy. He can creep the rest. He will have a little trouble to gear up the Shadow Hunter because 3 big camps are basically gone already. Oh, Blade Master's hanging around. With boots, he's so fast and he sees that there's no region in the DK. Kind of dominating this early mid game with the Blade Master alone. Happy not finding the answers. Not reacting quick enough. And the lack of statues is absolutely crucial here. Slaughterhouse coming only now. The Lich will help him in this defense with Frost Armor first this time. Not Nova anymore. As last time we were facing a Shadow Farseer, now not anymore. And again, SH with Hex first. Gets a little bit of experience. Happy continues to scout. He can't allow this Dark Wizard, really, to go to Grubby. I mean, he can go the other one, but he wants to keep the Shadow Hunter below level 3. This time Grubby plays a little more normal. With the tier 3. With 1 Bestiary. Fast attack, no expansion. And Nice inventory so far. A little bit more attack speed. And boots as well. Interestingly. Ah, okay, you just found them. Didn't purchase them. But the rune braces is so cool. This Blade Master basically unnukeable already. Has been found now though. There is no nuke because it's only level 1 coil, no Nova. But at least he knows and he can play against it. The big Kobold is already gone. This all buys time for the Shadow Hunter. Tome of Experience. What a little gift for Grubby. As he's already level 3 or close to level 3. Getting the second laboratory as well. This will take some time and he will take some damage, but since Happy has to be careful as well and he's busy himself, he can't punish this at all. But you see the impact of the frost armor being slowed down. You really don't want that. Finally level 2, so the nuke is available. He has Coil Nova. Needs level 3 on the Death Knight though. This will not be enough for him. Needs a peon or something. Grubby stole the invul, by the way. So nice. Boots of Quel'Thalas for him as well. Boosts the damage, the attack speed, and the armor, and is calculated into critical strike. So this could be potentially a big creep check for Grubby. He has the control, but does he have the damage? There certainly is damage for Happy. But also supply, like, oh, speed scroll engagement. The lightning shield. Oh no! He's getting the decay and the fiend in his surround. What the hell is this? He doesn't. Oh, he does close the surround. Grubby goes to. Happy fights out though. Has to use a coil on level 1, which he really doesn't. Lich now with the Orb of Corruption. That could turn the tides of battle. Doesn't get the kill. Man, Grubby is certainly better than I expected him to play. What a surround and what a hold of that surround. In the end, it wasn't a kill on the decay, but it was mana used. It was so much damage. A little unlucky again with the items. There is a big item up for grabs here for the Russian. Big mana potion again. No, Scroll of the Beast though, and that's big because Grubby is not going for a Torrent Totem, which means he doesn't have the spell. We see that he has reinforced defenses already. Kodos should be there soon. TC third with Aura first. Bringing in more heal selves. And more creeping. The Shadow Hunter is level 3. The Blade Master is level 3. So this is all good for him. Tome of Agility, even more damage, man. He's at minimum +8. And a peon is ready. Not going for the tiny Great Hall. Not investing the 600 gold. Or almost 700 gold. Arc of Reincarnation. Nice against Nuke as well. Happy again with the Dark Ranger. No Pit Lord for damage mitigation. Is he going for Banshees this time? Yes, Temple of the Damned is coming. As well as the 6th Acolyte. This must be an expansion because he doesn't have the pit. The sacrificial pit for Shades. Invo Potion on the Death Knight here as well. He keeps the rings and the Talisman of Evasion. So this DK is super tanky. That helped him in the defense, by the way. So now, Grubby's base is under attack. This is good for Happy because it delayed the expansion, but now the Blade Master plus 18 damage thanks to the Orb. Good healing on the Shadow Hunter. Good damage on the Kodos. Or from the Kodos. With the Aura. But if Happy gets the shop, that would be huge. Scroll of the Beast being used. There's not too much. What a stomp! Hitting almost the entire army, but sacrifices this with his life, or is he? No! Heal Wave coming in time. Once again, nice timing for that from Grubby, but the TC one last stomp, maybe. Nice Hex. So he wasn't able to coil him. Now he is, and the TC falls, but so much damage invested only to get the Ankh of Reincarnation up. And in the meantime, the Blade Master is going ham in the bag. There is mana, but not enough for a stomp. Nice silence though, hits everything. Coil is ready, but has to be used on the Lich. Can't get the TC for the second time, and Happy did not win this fight at all. Prevented the expansion though, while building or starting his own. Banshee arrives only now. Maybe this push was a little too early. Grubby didn't lose too much in this fight, I feel. There was a lot of hero focus, which was a little unnecessary. Maybe Happy didn't check for the Ankh. Because there were coils invested, Novas invested. And those coils were certainly missing. And then he lost a few fiends. So damage output lowered, but that will be the case for Grubby as well, as the Banshees are there. Scroll of the Beast is gone as well. This Blade Master inventory is a dream.
A player's forces
Invul Potion, good damage, good resistance. And he's scouting that undead expansion. Is it still time to kill this? Yes, with this inventory, pretty sure. Can't crit against buildings, but with a little stutter stepping, oh, he doesn't even need it. Just right-clicking it is enough. And cancel. Nice timing. And now he's the one setting up his expansion. Casual orc style now. First the watchtower. And Happy kind of has to kill this before it's finished, because once again, no siege damage. No normal damage. But he got the big mana potion. The Dark Wizard was still up for grabs. He got it. Happy with 500 gold. No one is breaking upkeep. And nice how these two players know exactly when their opponent is expanding and immediately punishing this. TC level 3 though. That's a big level up. Level 2 Stomp is available. And Grubby might be able to catch reinforcements. It's Happy Sentry Ward though. So Grubby doesn't know about this army movement and is not going for it. In the base, Grubby is getting ready to break upkeep. Happy is ready as well with the 5th Ziggurat. Invul Potion in the base, by the way. How did that end up here? Maybe a backpack unit brought it? He doesn't have backpack, I guess. Not too sure though. I don't think so. Book of the Dead. Oh, this Stomp again. Not hitting the DK though, but prevents the Lich damage and therefore no Orb of Annihilation. And again a Town Portal, and again he's losing units in that Town Portal. Slightly too late, maybe. Overlay is bugged a little, but there we are, back again. 3-3-2 heroes against 4-3-3. Grubby got more experience. I don't think it's due to creeping, it's more due to killing a lot of fiends. But how many curses are there yet? Nothing, right? Nothing is really cursed. Ouch. Kodo Beast upgrade is ready. Grubby has Berserkers now as well for anti-air and anti-casters if they can reach. We haven't seen a single destroyer yet. Happy again trying to expand, and this time it seems to be working. Same goes for Grubby, this time with a very expansive expansion though. The tiny Great Hall finished in no time. Costs almost twice as much though as a normal expansion would, but absolutely worth it. Wind of Mana stealing. We get skeletons now from the Dark Ranger. Ooh, there's a polymorph. Does Grubby engage into this? Yes, as it's only a Banshee. Whoa, hacks a little too late. Otherwise the Banshee would have been dead. But it's anyway. Oh, the heal waves. I love Grubby's heal waves. But the Book of the Dead. Can that win the game for Happy? Whoa, that Stomp. I am in eternal love with those Stomps and heal waves of Grubby. It's seriously insane what he's able to do with them. Killed so much on Happy's side. And Grubby didn't lose too much, man. He couldn't prevent Happy's expansion, though. And undead expansions are really, really strong. We have Curse on the Blade Master. So he is revealed as well, thanks to the dust. Is this Happy's timing to push? He must know about this, right? No, he doesn't. Ooh, ouch. Does Grubby know? I don't think they know. Oh boy, I don't think they know. Reveal again. No Nova though. He had the mana, also for the coil. Didn't use it here. Happy still with a big skeleton army. Hoping for some levels. Invul Potion only one. But the big healing on the Blade Master as well. He knows that the TC will be the center of attention. Happy nicely moving his statues to the backline, but there's no mana on them anymore. Oh, Blade Master is taking out the first one immediately. Silence on this TC, but he breaks it with an invul and stomps him. So the Lich can't do the damage. And once again, oh, there he starts the snowball, right? Could use a Nova in the back. Let's stomp again. Level 4 yields that Fiend, but 5 seconds still cooldown. Oh, the heal wave. For once it was too late. Super close battle though. Statue still alive. He's pushing forward into the Headhunters to do the damage with the Lich. Uses his coils passively. Doesn't have the mana at the moment. Could pass the Wand of Mana Sting, but there's no slots available for that Lich. Curse everywhere. Misses everywhere. And there's no dispel against it. But now the Banshees are gone. Killing the Raiders though, so also no control for Grubby in this fight anymore. Dark Ranger saved. Kodo has not eaten, but is providing the aura. So killing this one is huge for Happy. And there we go. Level 4 on the DK. Needs another coil soon on the Lich though. And the Dark Ranger is hurt as well. Happy has to retreat, or does he? There is another statue. Usually, as long as the statues and heroes are alive, you can fight this. Saves this one Fiend. Good micro on the other. But the piercing sticks. The toothpicks of the Headhunters are doing the damage here. And wow, this Purge. So helpful. Getting 6 supply, Grubby does. Good chase. Very, very good chase. The Nerubian Tower is not finished. Is not helping in this defense. Reinforcers arrive, but could be caught immediately. A little bit of hero focus now. Oh my god, this statue falls immediately. 2 misses in a row. DK is not as tanky as he was before, but where's the damage from Happy? It's basically non-existent. He pulls the ghouls to have something against these Headhunters, but level 5, we see it immediately. 205 critical strike. He's going in with backstab. This is a surrounded DK. Uses the invul potion to keep himself alive, trying to nuke this one, but the Blade Master, oh no, he dies. 2 crits, couldn't get out anymore. Lich rises to level 4, so now that Grubby's damage is gone, can he hold on to this? Evacuates with the Storm. DK can't do anything, so doesn't the Lich. Dark Ranger is in trouble. There's no mana anymore, also no potions on him. Can Grubby chew through this? He could go to the tavern to revive the Blade Master. Mana is not that essential for him. He doesn't want to give Happy the time to get reinforcements. But the Russian is pushing forward again against the big army of Headhunters. DK finds himself in the surround. Ah, he has Dark Ritual. It's only aura level 1. He has Dark Ritual here. Didn't see that before. So Grubby is pushed to the back with his back against the wall here. TC again with another invul and has to invest 350 gold into this TP. Was this worth it at the end? Maybe. The level 5 revive takes forever, costs a lot. The town portal invuls cost a lot as well, but he keeps the Headhunters and he keeps the Expo. Same goes for Happy though. Supply wise, the Russian is ahead. Hero levels 443 against 544. So again, Grubby, mass experience advantage. Is that cool to see those two players fighting really, really well? Certainly a little issue for Happy that he didn't have mana at all in this fight on the statues. Lich does now though. Big level 4 upgrade. The intelligence gain on this hero is insane, so that's why he's at 500 mana. But it takes forever to knock down the towers. I don't know if he should expose his back to Grubby like this. But without the Blade Master, he should feel safe for now. But guess who's there? Stealing Magpie in Windwalk. Don't think it's revealed. Nice save by Happy to save this Banshee. He needs the curse. And there's the Blade Master. Reveals himself. Where's the curse? There it is. So mischance is there. Nice stomp again against the Fiends. DK can't heal at the moment. Reveal being used now against the Blade Master. So he knows at least where he is. Applying the Frost Armor as well. Fiend. Oh, the heal waves again, man. The heal waves are so good. And Happy is losing 2 Fiends. It's like, I think, because the focus is still on the Blade Master. Or again on the Blade Master. Invu Potion this time. Whoa! Coil Nova on the TC. Aura gone and Stomp gone. And Grubby has to be super careful. Blade Master is revealed, has to use the potion coil against it, has no Windwalk. Will he lose the Blade Master for the second time? The Dark Arrow is coming in, but it's not enough. It is enough. So the level 5 Blade Master is dying for the second time. Happy equalizes the series as Grubby couldn't hold on to the big hero nuke at the end. Whoa, man. Seriously close games between the two. Second match, 22 minutes here as well. And it started nicely for Grubby, didn't it? Killing the expansion of Happy, but then maybe losing a little bit too much of the map. And Happy holding on. And again, having the statues in the fight, man. That's exactly what was lacking on Echo Isles. Yeah. High level undead heroes and wise choice to go for Dark Ritual. If not for Dark Ritual, he's dead. And if the DK is dead, then you can't win anymore. Pretty crazy how close this was for Grubby to win the second map. Despite Happy being the dominator of the ladder.
Ready to work.
So we go into map number 3. That is Twisted. And I hope everything is alright. I have to change the colors. That should be right in a bit. So let's go for map 3. Grubby in the upper right, Happy in the bottom left in blue. And I will decide on what vision we stay once we see the heroes. Because we need to see the Blade Master, of course. So, not the lucky laboratory spawn for Grubby. It is doable to lure out the Rock Golem here as well, but due to the position, it's a little different. So it is Farseer again. On this map, we see it a little more often. In general, Farseer is not really a pick against Undead. Haven't seen it in a long time. Blade Master usually all the rage. But this matchup in general is pretty rare to see, so that's why it's so awesome to see this. Basically down to a best of 5 now.
Summoning is complete.
And Happy this time with an early DK. So Tet Fiends. This means the hero pops out earlier. Fiends will arrive later. With skeletons you can creep quite a bit on this map. This one of course easy. This one is doable despite Purge. You have to do it a little careful.
Summoning is complete.
And then we'll see where he goes from here. Acolyte scouts the shop. Unusual position. Once again, it is the Farseer for Grubby. With wolves first, so this shop will of course finish. And this Acolyte should be dead. With the nerfs that we have on the Acolyte movement speed. So once again the 2 burrow tech, not rushed. So this means that Happy's tech should be faster if he skips on everything. On every Fiend and the second Ziggurat. Could open a new nice timing for him. Uh-oh, this is dangerous for Grubby. Losing the shop, yes he does. Losing the shop here, it was a risky position to build a proxy. Nice save on this peon, but the question is for how long? Not much longer. And the run of Necromancy. This is like a new corpse for him. 2 new skeletons for him. Almost a surround on this Farseer, actually. Happy now in full series mode. Saving even the little skeletons to deny experience. And yeah, we have the super fast tech. No Fiend tech from the Undead. While Grubby, actually, teching rather early as well. 2 grunt tech. Okay, yeah, that's normal then. But if you compare this, it's quite a big advantage for Happy and the first time in this series that he techs faster. Hard to creep now though, as he used already 2 charges of Rod of Necromancy. Doesn't find Grubby anymore. At least not at the moment. And Grubby is kind of going for the same strategy he did on Echo, right? Instantly going for the gold mine.
Summoning.
Or very early at least. So could be another early tier 2 expansion from him. And Happy has the scout. He was kind of thrown off by Grubby's creep routes twice in this game, or in this series. First the 6 o'clock shop on Echo Isles, and then the shop laboratory creep by Grubby on Terranath. It's absolutely visible that Grubby seems to have his own creep routes, or does his best to stay away from normal creep routes so Happy doesn't find him. So he gets the time that he needs for Chain Lightning and maybe even the level 2 wolves. Finally, some Fiends. He has to take the damage with the DK though. Something he really doesn't want, but with the Circlet and with Unholy Aura, should be fine. So tier 2 tech is about to finish. Talisman of Evasion only. Meh. But yeah, should be Lich again. Happy, usually very one-dimensional with his tactics. Here we go. Lich it is. And a Slaughterhouse. And then the tier 3 tech. I like that. Kind of waiting for Grubby Saraz, which is not happening. So the priority is level 3 on the Farseer. Getting a big spot here though, with a big consumable. Scroll of the Beast can be decent. Has the Scroll of the Speed on the ground. Uh-oh. Will Happy steal it? No, Grubby last second swapping out something. Chain Lightning secures the kill and gets level 3 for him. Maybe on the loss of the grunt. Yes, even the Speed Scroll can't save this one. Trying a last hit, but not happening. We have a 1/3 level advantage on the Farseer. That's okay. Oh, Grubby, Happy is immediately scouting for this expansion. Not happening. So this is again wasted time for him.
Summoning is
Ancient
complete.
Evil Villages there. Once again with
Summoning
Nova, I
is
guess.
complete.
Not decided yet. Oh no! Frost Armor to maybe slow down wolves and grunts. I don't think it's that helpful at this stage though. But again, you need to raise to level 3 anyway. Grubby again playing something that he hasn't played before. Tier 3, early Warmill. Almost the same time as the Bestiary, interestingly. He was poking a little into that base. But he's alright, I can't really do too much there with the tower up. And with the undead army being present as he is. Holding on to that Scroll of the Beast. I wonder if there's big usage to it. Maybe going for a building before Destroyer upgrade is finished. Maybe even the Slaughterhouse. It is quite exposed. We'll see. More creeping by Happy, more creeping by Grubby, but Grubby again taking the way bigger spot. And the second big consumable on this map. And there are only 2, so Happy would love this. But he doesn't get it. Big level for the Shadowhunter's second Scroll of the Beast. Mana potion or Inward potion would of course be better. Tier 3 almost done. No reinforced defenses yet. Has to invest a lot into upgrades. Level. And after the spot, Nova will be ready as well. Happy is scouting a lot for expansion. Still a little fearful to be outmined as he was on Echo Isles. Ooh, unlucky end snare. Almost gets the last hit, right? I'm not sure he got it though. Chain Lightning and end snare. What a nice combo. Scroll of the Beast being used, and that helps tremendously, especially for the Dire Wolves. So Happy evacuates with 1 big loss. And Grubby only losing the 1 item. More agility. End snare doesn't help Happy as much as it does for Grubby. TC third again. No. Once again, early destroyers here for the Dispel. Against Hex, against Wolves. And maybe the second Scroll of the Beast, if you saw that. But not going into casters. Doesn't need the curse if there's no Blade Master, I guess. Can we go for Crypt Lord? No, it's a Dark Ranger. Oh, Subi Mask for Grubby. Great. Nice steal by Happy, though. That's level 2. And there's 3 Novas. Does he want to use one on the Shadow Hunter, who is exposed? Heal Wave immediately once the Nova arrives. Very impressive once again. But the rest of the spot goes to the Russian. TC is in, though, to engage. Clarity is running. He has a few more heal waves to throw. Destroyer upgrade is done. First one is in the air. Again, he walks to the upper right with his entire army. Wasting a lot of time. Kodo coming. Headhunter's coming. Grubby is gearing up. 49 versus 48. No level 3 SH though. The heal wave level 2 is lacking, and so is reinforced defenses. Only starting it now. Happy wants to fight. The burrows are not too exposed. I like the position actually. A lot of orcs do expose them. And especially against destroyers, you can't allow that. So Happy does not want to fight in the base. Lich again, pretty well equipped. Also the first invul of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, the TCS one as well. It's kind of fair. Twisted Metals, of course, the biggest map that we have. And there we go. 50 supply, check. All the necessary upgrades, check. Expansion time.
Summoning is complete.
Here we go. Reinforced defenses ready, Kodo upgrade ready, Berserker upgrade coming. But what is this? Staff of Silence would be nice. Katka's Jam, nah. HP, never too good, especially on a drop like this where you can get a Pendant of Mana. Spell Shield. Staff of Silence for double silence would have been the best, I guess. But it's big experience. And at least it's not a Ring of Protection +4, so I'm fine with that. Skeleton sees this. Nice. 332. No level 2 Chain Lightning. No Stomp level 2. This might be a time for Happy to strike. And he thinks the same. Breaking upkeep. There is a Temple of the Damned for all of a sudden. Huh. Banshees against... Well, I guess it's never wrong to have Banshees. With a mischance. Grubby for now only setting up the Watchtower. But we saw how hard it is to crack it. On map number 2. Kaka's Gem of Health here. A Staff of Silence would have been magnificent as well. Also, yeah, basically the same, right? As it was on the Undead side. So Happy is pushing. Maybe a little late. Grubby is not breaking upkeep though. So if he gets this burrow, he cannot follow into upkeep. And that is Happy's task now. Grubby uses doesn't use the time for expansion. Only a shop in the tower. And Happy gets this. Oh, this is so big for him. Grubby was smart. Started production before the burrow fell. But is that enough? Shop is down, but is rebuilt already. Grubby taking so much time for this. Let's Happy do whatever he wants in this base. Is it worth it? Level 3 TC, so I guess yes. Belt of Giant Strength and the Talisman. Both nice items for him, as he will be in the focus of everything. Grubby is losing the second burrow though. Ooh, base race seemed to be the best decision. Town Portal's out now. And it's time for him to go to 70 and above. Or expand now himself. Banshees, no upgrade by the way. No expansion on Happy's side either, but Grubby didn't build anything that's paying off. No second gold mine. The shop is far away now. And this is so much time for Happy to creep. On the map, we see this is still here. This is still here. Oh, actually, creep camps are A little bugged, I guess. As everything is still there. Rune braces for him this time. Meh. There is no nuke on the orc side, so that doesn't help him at all. Do have level 2 heal wave.
Our forces are under attack.
Level 2 coil. Level 2 nova. We are in fighting shape, ladies and gentlemen. Just waiting for the big one. Happy still with a lot of curses. You see it. 1, 2, 3. And they can spam this spell. And there's no dispel. No walkers. No torrent totem. They are easily snipeable though. By coil nova. By destroyers. So I totally see why Grubby is not going for that. You see a lot of talismans, right? Today in this series. Here comes the tiny Great Hall. He was saving a lot for this. Is 20 supply down. And happy already with the counter expansion. This will take forever though. This position is basically fortified. Second shop again. Scouting for more expansions. This will last until he's in the bottom right. This camp is still here. This camp is still here. Of course, the outskirts with the new granite golems are still available. Grubby scouts this also very quick. But can he hold on to his own expansion? That's the key now. It's a very tough spot that he's in now. But he can hold this. He's buying time with the tower and the shop. No damage to the echo just yet. Chain lightning almost getting the kill, but the statue heals against it. Oh, the silence by Happy was glorious right when the TC wanted to stomp, so he has to use the invo potion to get it off very early in this fight. There's another one coming, hits a lot as well, but not the DK. So he can coil, and the heal wave a little too late. The heal waves were almost flawless in map 1 and 2, but now he starts to place them a little later. Hex on the DK also. Might have to do something with ping, as everything is a little late for Grubby in this fight thus far. And the Lich is connecting to the Kodo. Oh boy, this 10 supply about to die. And the Kodo is, the Fiend is back. The Skeletons gets the kill, and the Skeleton starts the snowball here. Oh boy. Scroll of the Beast being used on Grubby's side, but he's getting manhandled in this fight. More Raiders are falling. The damage is just not sufficient. Wolves are not being dispelled, but you can micro against that. Level 4 on the Farseer, the level 2 Chain Lightning may be a saving grace. But all the Headhunters are falling. Man, Happy is so dominant. Burrows everything. This Stomp wasn't good at all. No detection by Grubby as it seems, and the regen on those Fiends is sick. That was the last heal wave. No mana potion for the Shadow Hunter. This Stomp was great, but can he micro this one? No, still a little too late. Was still stunned. Couldn't burrow it anymore. Shadow Hunter can't do anything anymore. Just right clicks. And Happy is getting kill after kill after kill. How can Grubby get back into this fight? A Stomp seems not to be an option as the TC is in. Oh, almost dead. Saves himself to the shop, so rebuilding this was a great idea. Chain Lightning hits a lot of skeletons, so basically a little wasted damage. No coil anymore, but Nova. 2 Nova. And level 4 is going for the TC again. Right clicks again, but Speed Scroll saves him again. Across this entire fight, Happy with great Black Arrow focus. Like Lich Black Arrow. Really well done. Lots of skeletons. They were strong. The expansion is up and running for a long time. Necropolis was hurt, but that's about it. Grubby tried to get the best out of this gold mine as he possibly could, but this is level 4 now. Ooh boy, 444. Yep. Great synergies. Again, Unholy Aura, only level 1 to be able to save the DK into Dark Ritual. Death Pact.
Our forces are under attack.
Grubby engaging again, trying to save this game. But the Raider There's a nuke again. The statues did a great job, especially on the Lich, but there is only one coil. So that doesn't help here. Grubby is getting some kills, but the expansion is down. And that's the biggest thing here. 2 gold mines against 1. Lots of curses. The storms are nice. But is that a game changer? The undead heroes are so strong. And the orc unit's not the strongest at the moment. Frost armor everywhere. Coil is right on time. Nice reveal against the burrows though. Trying to get this fiend in the end. As there's no coil available at the moment. Getting it there. Not close to level 5 though. Happy gets more damage upgrades. And basically Grubby is down to 2 headhunters and the heroes. Trying to get the Lich. This is a desperate Hail Mary attempt, I guess. But there's a coil by now. Uses it on the fiend, interestingly. Very, very sure that he can save the Lich with micro. Oh, this Nova gets the fiend back. The chase was absolutely worth it. Hex now on him, so he can't use the Invo potion, but it's just a lack of damage. Just tickles him, almost has a surround in the Farseer and kills him. Level 5 DK now, and with that he gets even more mana and could potentially get another kill, but no, he has to evacuate since the Lich is surviving here. What a fight by Happy. Basically, yeah, he lost quite a bit as well. But compared to Grubby, who's down to 31, he's looking sharp. First hero is down on level 4. Again, takes forever, costs a lot, and he cannot afford this. He used 800 gold on his expansion, and Happy tore it down. While mining the entire time. More fiends, more items. He has a mana potion now. And a town portal again. Lots of statues here. Grubby investing into the second tiny Great Hall. Wow. That's 1,350 gold.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
And now the main gold mines are empty. Grubby had to do this. Needs to buy some time. But how? Happy is fine. Constant income. Of course, 1 base in upkeep. But he can still support his needs. Grubby only now started mining again. On around 40 supply. A lot of that is stuck in production. He's trying to get to the island. But the granite golem is hard to do. Happy's expanding for the second time. You can see it here. So Grubby is dodging Happy. But he's also very far away. Doesn't have a TP. And starts the granite golem, which could take forever. During that time, Happy is right in his face of his last gold income. Uses a Nova, more and more experience. Skeleton provides more mana. So the Lich can continue to Nova. P online wiped out. No income anymore. It has to be a go-to item. He has to micro this hard to not lose anything. Happy killed 2 tiny Great Halls. Wow. Maybe the Farseer wasn't the best idea. I didn't see what he got, but we have our hero tool. Can't really see it, to be honest. We will see it now. Ah, stone token. More disable with the boulder toss. Is there a chance for a hero kill? Chain lightning, stomp, hex, boulder toss. Something like that. He's setting up an expansion again. Desperation by Grubby. Zeppelin dead, can't use that for creeping. Chain lightning was nice. The coil arrives too late. Good start for the Flying Dutchman. And a level 3 stun. Grubby with 1 crazy executed hero nuke could still get back in this game. He's going for the DK. He was the boulder toss. Here comes the Hex. Where is the stun? It doesn't seem to be enough. Oh no, it's not. Eats a little, is back to full health, and that should be it. The masses are just overwhelming. The stomp comes in now. Everything here is done for now, but the army is falling apart. The rock golem is gone, so he can't go for that try again. There's nothing on the fast here, who dies for the second time. Once again, more healing on the DK. He gets so much value from his own units, from eating his own units. And even with a level 5 TC, this is not very successful for Grubby. Uses the Hex on the DK to prevent the coil, but that's about it. Long range. GG. Well played by Grubby. Happy takes the lead in map number 3 after being down 1-0. That is, yeah, Twisted didn't go too well for Grubby, I feel. Yes, he did the evasion creeping, but that's about it, right? Level 3 wasn't as fast as before. And key moment, I guess, was Happy killing the burrow, killing the expansion, and setting up his own expansion. Not really necessary to go for that expansion there on the undead side. We've seen him play on one base before as well. But here was the absolute right choice. Long battle in the upper right at Grubby's tiny Great Hall. And then he won that fight, and there was no way for Grubby to get back. He tried very hard, and maybe there was a chance, but Happy just reacted phenomenally. Killed the second gold mine as well, was ready when Grubby was coming back from the island, bruised. And then just a big force for Happy, who wins game number 3. So, only 2 more maps for the Russian. Grubby has to catch up and try to equalize the series once again. I will take a little break, so it's going to be a little cut here, but for you on YouTube, doesn't really matter. See you soon for map 4. Alright, break is over for me, and we go right into the next game. It's match number 4 between Grubby and Happy, the ladder god, against the old king of the orcs, before Lin kind of conquered his throne. But he is certainly the king of Warcraft entertainment on Twitch. Every single day Warcraft content by Grubby in the evening hours. Check him out if you haven't, but who hasn't, really, right? So, once again, your players, Netherlands versus Russia. It's 2-1, sorry, for Happy. If he wins 2 more maps, he wins this best of 7 show match in the clash of the former EG players. But Grubby already took a map, kind of surprisingly, and he throws a few curveballs here and there. I can certainly see Grubby winning another 1 or 2 matches here, because especially his heal waves, man, they are so on point. We'll see about that. Next map is Amazonia, and we're going from the biggest map in the pool, Twisted, to the smallest map in the pool. Let's see how this goes. We have Grubby in the bottom left. Kind of has to win here already, otherwise he's up. He's down 2 maps, needs to win 3 maps in a row, and then against Happy. We'll see about that. Happy himself starts in the upper right once again in blue, once again with an early Fiend build order. Kind of interesting to see how he does that 3 times out of 4 when this is certainly not meta. And on the biggest creep map, he decides to go for a DK. So we'll see. There is 1 expansion on this map, heavily guarded by Mud Golem and Rock Golem, so slow and stun at this camp. We have seen some undeads going early for the mercenary camp, orcs as well, to snipe the renegade wizard and get the big item here. That's certainly possible. The normal creep route would be to go for the laboratory here, then to go for the little rogues, and that is your level 2, and then maybe go for the little forest troll berserkers here. Very easy to do, so we'll see what heroes we have. On Grubby's side, it is a Blade Master, and once again a 2 burrow tech man. You can seriously see that this guy is a little old school. Usually a 1 burrow tech is the thing to do. Happy, of course, with double ziggurat as well, so maybe he just knows what Happy is doing and knows that he has a little more time compared to other tech routes from Undead. We've also seen a few Shadow Hunters here, but yeah, not this time. It was this way at the Walker 3 Invitational, right? With Lin playing this. Soin does it as well, sometimes focus, but very rarely. Grubby with the first claws of attack, certainly a lucky item. Speeds up creeping, helps in damage, not for critical strike, but the rest. Again, tanking with the Blade Master, because the hero armor takes reduced damage from basically everything except normal, which is the case here, so he swaps it over to the grunt. Shop is finished, and the DK is out as well. As I said, happy with this build. A little slower, but yeah, uses the coil, and he was surrounded by 4 units, so the creeps think, what can I do to make max damage? Area of effect, and Lightning Shield is of course area of effect, so he casts it on the DK, which he uses against the creeps himself, so he's not that far behind, but has to use 2 coils. Is down to 130 already, gets the gloves, and this is exactly what I meant. Some orcs snipe this renegade, but for Grubby I think this is not going too well. Switching to his vision here to be able to click on the Blade Master. Okay, he uses another Windwalk and a speed scroll, so quite an investment, but he steals the big one, the big creep item from Happy. Only the Lionhorn of Stormwind, but not too bad, not too bad. Since 1.30, a lot of people are creeping the kobolds as well in the middle of the map. Usually you lure them out and creep them here. With Undead it's a little harder, but this exposes your back to basically the complete, like, to your opponent. He can backstab you now, but Grubby is going for a different creep route. Happy, by the way, a little more intelligence, and this takes a lot of time, but since he's tanking with the skeletons, reveals and knows that the Blade Master isn't around, he can do that without an additional coil, gets a circlet, which is nice as well. Grubby on his way to level 3, a little more tanky, a little more damage, well balanced inventory, I'd say. Happy on the halfway through tier 2, and Grubby should be slightly ahead. Yes, he is actually 1/3. So Happy going hard on Fiends, as it seems. And Grubby again stealing stuff from Happy's side, who has apparently no clue, since he was using all his skeletons for this big kobold creep spot. He can't use them for scouting, and basically he's blind now. With Grubby's unusual creep routes, maybe he should switch this up and go for easier camps, but no, he decided to go for an early level 3. Grubby has it now as well, because Happy lets him do this, basically. So replenishment potion, also very nice. Used his last heal selves, and now he has little backup potions in his inventory. Seeing, okay, 4 fiends before tier 2. That's quite some damage, but once Hex and Ensnare is there, I can deal a lot of damage to you in the early stages of tier 2. Especially if there's no Lich, but hard to find that timing, I guess. Oh, that was the last hit for Grubby, and the second one as well. Really well done. And the third one too. Oh my god, disaster for Happy, seriously. That was a lot of time that he spent there, and Grubby was just trying to pick something up and do a little bit of damage, but man, what an opportunity. And his Shadow Hunter is coming, and his tier 3 has started, and the Bestiary is here. He has a lot of map control now, since Happy has to wait for the Lich for the Frost Armor and has no regen. So that's a really, really good situation for Grubby at this point. Steals the other Berserker as well, so he stole this camp, the big one here. I mean, there are still 4 creeps, but the item is gone. And this one, so good map control very early on. Smart play by Grubby, and Happy is not doing too much against this. Stays very close to his base, which you should against Orc. It was already a risk to creep this. Now there's some skeletons, now there's some scouting, but maybe already a little late. There's not too much Happy can do, as Grubby is sniping this second Renegade as well, as it seems. Happy must know this though, or assume it. And he does. Grubby scouts this as well, with the spare grunt that he has. Happy not getting the block off perfectly, so a little lack of damage. I wonder if Happy should really pick this fight. With only 37 supply, and 4 Fiends. But as long as there's no End Snare, maybe he can. But there's Hex, so always have to be careful to not lose your Fiends. He has 4 coils though, so it's fine. And he prevents Grubby from growing for the second Mercenary. But this tier 3 rush, man, will seriously hurt him. Warmel is coming as well to prevent the tier 3... the tier 3 Destroyer push, I guess, against the Boros. Boros, right. Slippers of Agility. Even more damage for the Blade Master, who's already at +8. This will be +11. And the Orb is +16. And then the Kodo Aura comes on top. So, especially for AZ, which is usually a map where you can't pimp your Blade Master too well. Good outcome. So tier 3 is ready, as you've seen here. First Raider is ready. I guess, yeah. End Snare must be ready as well, since Grubby is going for the second one. Immediately once the War Mill is finished, he's going for Reinforced Defenses. And I think that should go for more Orcs. It's just so good. We don't see it that often yet. And now it's the other way around. Now Grubby has 2 disables and now he forces the fight. Doesn't matter how much healing there is on Happy's side. Aiming for the statue right away. Another Windwalk. Okay, that was a big pickup. Can't regen mana and health at the same time, except if he micros it. Good Raider pickup though, but the next one should be coming. Grubby getting his second kill and another End Snare is falling. Dispels the Frost Armor, so much damage. The coil saves him for now, but there is a cooldown and more damage coming. The coil should not be on time, no. So he's rising up to almost level 4 here. Losing a Raider and a Grunt instead. That's a 3-2 trade, and man, he's continuing his rampage. Once again, the purge is coming in. This Orb of Lightning is putting in serious value for Grubby. Now he's slowed. Oh, nice coil before the last exit of the Grunt is coming in. A little unlucky for Grubby, but nicely timed by Happy for sure. And getting another kill, so the longer Grubby stays in this, the worse it gets for him. And the Destroyer upgrade is done, and Frenzy is coming. Big upgrades for the Undead coming now, so Grubby's doing the one right thing and leaves and kills the sheep, of course, as he always does. Now Happy lets him do the Mercenary camp though. Now Happy lets him get one of the best items here on this map, focusing on the consumable and his own expansion. Flute of Accuracy will help the Berserkers later and will especially help the Blade Master against Destroyers. Because he has the Orb of Lightning. If he attacks, he has a range attack, so you get the 10% damage then, in combination with the Kodo that we'll be following, with 20% damage. That's pretty damn good. Dark Ranger for the 4th time for Happy, not mixing it up with a Dreadlord, which is kind of meta, nor a Pit Lord for damage mitigation, which he could do against this Blade Master, I guess. Level 4 for him. No item to pick, but the Tome of Agility maybe. Yeah, he doesn't have Windwalk. Has to be a little afraid of being surrounded. Gets the Tome. That was unnecessary by Happy. He could have picked it up a long time ago. Coil Nova is not strong enough with only level 1. And the Shadow Hunter and the TC get the time to get the big consumable and free up this expansion. So I don't know if it was the right call by Happy with his big upgrades to not go for another fight, since Grubby had just lost a lot of control. And now he has level 3, and the flute, and the experience on the TC. I don't know. Headhunters are coming, upgrades should be following. As Grubby is around 50 supply, that's always time to go for upgrades, so you save a little gold by not going into upkeep. Happy gets a little revenge from Grubby stealing his own spot in the upper right. Has the invul now, steals this. This is nice, as he absolutely needs an invul on the TC. Maybe you don't want to use the bigger invul potion though, but Grubby himself has another potion from the other shop, so that should be fine. Only the Shadow Hunter is exposed, but since he can insta-cast the heal wave on himself, it should be fine. Now, with all this physical damage, with the addition of a Kodo, Grubby is going for the first rat spot. Happy seems to be expecting an expansion. Don't know if he scouted there before, because he's running into nowhere, and that buys Grubby the necessary time to go for this rat spot, which will be level 2 for the TC and one of the biggest items in the game. More agility and more strength for the Blade Master, more damage and more HP. So can Happy do the same with the Orb of Corruption and the damage that the Lich provides? Looks like it. as Grubby is so far away. He has a skeleton here to see what's up. Berserker upgrade is finished as well. Interesting how Happy's... This is not a perfect creep, man. He's losing a ghoul and had to use a coil. Finally getting this. Cloak of Flames, not ideal for an undead army because they don't really have that tank that stands in everything. So rather a cell. Oh, Grubby could have prevented 4 and 3. That would have been big, but he's engaging now. Coil Nova onto that Raider. Gets the first kill initially, but the Snice and Snare on the statue gets the kill once again. He still has 2. No Destroyer in the air, though, and another Raider almost falling, but the Heal Wave is there to the rescue. We don't see Black Arrow yet, right? We don't see too many skeletons here, but Grubby is about to lose a lot of supply. The Storms were nice, but not nice enough. Now the Mantle is actually helping against this Grunt. Can he save this statue? He could morph it if he wants to. Silence on the Blade Master. He can't go into Windwalk, but he's not aggressive at all. Can he snipe all the statues? That would be so good. What a Blade Master uses by Grubby here. A massive stun. Holy cow. Lots of misses coming because we have a Banshee transition by Happy. A little late. Ghouls are still in, but all about to die. Invo Potion on the Lich. Is there a coil? No, but the Shadow Hunter is about to fall. No. Swaps the Invo. Coils the Lich. Is back to full health. Skeletons are falling. So the Ghouls, they're almost all dead. Stomp is helping. Invo Potion again on the Torrent Chieftain, who stays alive. He needs another heal wave, though. The Shadow Hunter is almost dead as well. Happy, man. What a fight from the Russian Undead. Uses another coil, gets another kill. This missed last hit by Grubby that enabled level 4 and 3 for Happy was so big. That could have won him the game right there. Happy has an expansion up. Grubby scouts it, but he's definitely not in fighting shape. Blade Master at 50%. TC not level 3. Shadow Hunter low on mana, low on HP. And Happy is gearing up, man. So many Banshees, so much curse, and no dispel against it. Both at equal supply, though. Shop right next to the expo. Of course, a little distraction. Can he cancel this expansion with this inventory? He doesn't have the red spot item on him, interestingly. Has it on the TC to provide more armor and HP. Oh, Blade Master revealed. Damage for free. And Snare on this Fiend. More ghouls by Happy. Does he have... He has only 1 remaining. He has all the upgrades, so Lumber is not that effective. 0-0 upgrades on the units, though. 1-0. Okay. Shadow Hunter again in focus. There is a silence. But alright. Oh, Hex on the Lich. Can the Blade Master do the damage before the coil arrives? No, he can't. Scroll of the Beast being used on the Fiends as well. Again, no dispel. This heal wave is in time, but Happy blocks with that Fiend. Gets the kill. Very well done. Destroyer in the middle of everything once more. Another Raider falls, and I take it back, man. This Cloak of Flames is actually helpful. Level 2 Stomp now on the Torrent Chieftain. Level 4 on the Shadow Hunter. But is that really worth it? There should be more coils. Heal wave again. He saw the arm in the air and immediately applied the heal wave. But Happy defending his expansion. Now there's Blight and now there's additional income. I am very surprised that Happy got back so strong into this game despite the great creep routes from Grubby. Level 4.6 though. The Orc heroes are getting scary. Look at the buff and debuff rolls here, man. It's almost full. Tiny Great Hall again. On Terranas, this... No, where was it? Twisted. This didn't work. Is Happy already strong enough to push it down? Now that there's an expansion, I really like the addition of ghouls. Usually, I'm not a biggest fan of it because Stomp is so good and Headhunter focus and Blade Master as well. But especially if it's against buildings and if there's not a biggest front line, they can wreck expansions and Headhunters as well. Once again, we have Dog Ritual, or Death Pact, sorry, on the Undead Heroes. Nothing to creep anymore on this very small map. Invo Potion on 2 heroes. Blade Master and TC. Oh, shit. On all 3 heroes? Yes, on all 3 heroes. I see. That means he has basically every single Invo Potion on the map, right? Hero focus must be great. But there are plenty of coils. He has a mana potion here as well. So basically full mana. +8 on the Berserkers. I would love to see attack upgrades from Grubby because they scale so well with the 2 auras that he has. But he rather goes for the defense. No abominations, by the way, for Happy. He sticks to ghouls. More damage. Here comes Happy for the kill of the expansion, but Grubby catches him. Nice stun, but not hitting the DK, so coils are always available. Lich is taking a lot of damage. Where's the coil? There we go. Ghouls are taking out the raiders in the back. Nice stun, but not hitting too much, actually. Only the DK, and that is the death of the Dark Ranger. No silence anymore. The Shadow Hunter and the TC, they can do whatever they want. Lots of misses again from this blade, thanks to the curse, but the Destroyer is dying. Happy has to TP out. A phenomenal fight by Grubby. Not losing too much. Keeping the Expo up, which is fully mining. And the Dark Ranger kill. And the Town Portal. Oh my lord, this was so necessary for Grubby to win this fight. And now he's back in the game. Ghouls are hurt now. Swaps them out. Happy's breaking upkeep immediately after. 4-3-2, 4-4-3. This big level 2 stomp. Again, Invo Potion. Again, Mana Potions. Even a heal potion on the Blade Master as he knows how close he is to level 5. And then the damage gets insane. With level 3 Critical Strike. Gets another kill. Slows down mining. Happy is not doing too much against it. Oh, reveal here. But since there's no sleep and no disable in general, he should be safe. Skeleton scouting. Sees the expansion is still fully mining. This time it's Grubby engaging with a superior inventory. Even a healed scroll in the mix now. 2 Kodos. Can eat a lot if Happy allows it, but usually he doesn't. More Blade Master harass. Reveal being used again. That was the last one. So Grubby is baiting the second dust before the fight really starts. So he has to go for the laboratory, going for the Dark Ranger, which is back. Stun on all the ghouls. What a DPS drop for Happy in that moment. But once again, lots of misses. And that stun was insane. That stun was the epicenter from the textbooks. Just perfectly done. The Destroyer doesn't do too much here, actually. The Headhunters are focusing on the casters in the back to prevent additional curses. This one is broken here, by the way, Invo Potion, and he needs one more kill for level 5. And the big damage boost. Both go toe-to-toe. This is the last Invo Potion on the TC, and he knows that things are becoming dicey for the heroes if he stays in this fight longer. But he has the heal wave left. He can still swap one of the potions. 183 Critical Strike as he's still looking for this, but the Blade Master is in trouble. Who needed that Hex to prevent the next coil. Well done by Grubby again. But where's the firepower of Happy? The Fiends are falling. The Destroyer's not looking good. He has to rely on the nukes. Did the Kodos eat? Yes, 4 supply. He frees 2 of them. Gets a skeleton as well, and now the DK comes in for the block. Can't prevent the devour of this ghoul. So that's dead. But Grubby going for 3 Kodos. That is very, very rare. Use the heal scroll to save this one. Oh, again, this nice stomp to buy a little bit more time. But Happy has the supply advantage. Grubby now. Oh, still not level 5. How much would this help him? The level 5 Blade Master. He is inches away. The main gold mines are about to go dry. Super late game every time. Double Temple of the Damned. Okay. Possess? Possess on Kodos and Raiders? To sacrifice the Banshee to take over a unit from Grubby. If you can reach the backline though, it's very, very hard to keep the Banshees alive during the possession. Catching reinforcements, Acolytes are moving over. That's level 5 finally. Immediately silence on the TC, but that will wear off in a bit. But everything is spread really well. The ghouls are finding the backline. Heal wave has to be applied immediately. We don't have master training yet. Destroyer is out of the air. Doesn't do too much damage, but the damage is coming from the ground for once. From the ghouls, from the skeletons who are getting stronger and stronger with Black Arrow too. Statues are being picked up again. Shadowhunter's in a good position, still has this mana potion, uses it now. Oh, Grubby's at 52 supply only. Can he get some more kills? Yes, he does with the Stomp. DK has one more coin and he needs it on this Lich. Because there is a potion, yeah. But he needs to fight out of that. Blade Master has an invul, should be safe. There is no heal wave anymore though. In a bit it is. But the Acolytes are blocking so much. The TC finds himself in this round. Grubby's trying to block out, but that's the last remaining Windwalk. Also no potions on him anymore. Oh my, I see Happy winning this, I guess. If he can stay in this fight a little longer. Or is the Blade Master turning it around? No, he's not! Miss after miss, and here comes the nuke, here comes the damage, here comes the kill. Level 5 on the DK. Wow, what a snipe by Happy, realizing that there are no heal waves anymore, that there are no items anymore, and then boom. Explodes on the Blade Master. Gets another kill on the way out, and TC almost getting surrounded there. Saves himself with a Stomp. But Happy, is he pushing too far now? Without mana, he needs the statue to regenerate. 42 supply only for Grubby. 45 for Happy. But the Blade Master's down. That's the biggest issue. No double income anymore. Can he afford the Tavern revive? I think Happy says no. And now we have level 3 Coil. Level 2 Nova. And level 2 Black Arrow. TC trying to find the invul potions again on both sides. Grubby's so smart, but does he have the time? Ghouls are in, but peons shall be saved. Home to their wives and throw out the spears. Happy gets the kills though. Happy denies the mining. Takes a little piercing damage, but that's about it. Blade Master's back from the tavern. That was super expensive. Burrow is down. Or is it? He gets so much damage. Grubby is gearing up for one big fight. The Banshees have Master now, by the way. Is Happy able to take over the Kodo? To get the nice little damage boost for himself. Plus 16 on the TC. Plus 26 on the Blade. Is the damage enough? He takes out the Burrow. Grubby's not supply stack though. There's so much normal damage. Grubby has to attack at some point. Otherwise he's gonna lose this one. He's trying to buy time. It's so many Banshees. Basically nothing else. Mass undead casters. When do we ever see this? Lich has good damage himself. And level 4 to eat the big skeletons. He scares Happy away for now. He's just building Banshees. He wants to take over the entire army. Which is not much. He can't cancel every single possession. That's impossible. Blade Master. Uh-oh. In the front line, 250 critical strike. Heal wave is there. Nice silence against the TC. And we have the first possession. We have an undead raider, ladies and gentlemen. Will we see more possessions here into the Kodos, maybe? Oh, there we go. There we go. He can't do anything. And now there is so much damage on this Lich. There's plus 21. He's aiming hard for this TC. Prevents the damage on the melee with the stun. Can the Lich reach? Doesn't seem like it. He gets another Kodo. Oh no. Grubby is falling apart. He has nothing else but his heroes. And they are hurting like crazy. There's a berserker in the stomach of this Kodo. There's Ensnare. Undead finally has a disable. And siege damage as well. Oh, this is so useful for Happy. All of a sudden, 60 supply. What can the heroes do? Maybe a hero kill. Oh, doesn't seem like it. Coil Nova on this TC. No item. Stun saves him again for a bit. But no, this time the Black Arrow hits him in the knee. And he falls. And without that stun, without that disable, without Ensnare, what can he do? Nothing. Invo potion on the Blade Master. But this is just pure desperation. He's getting surrounded. Can he get out? No, he doesn't have mana at the moment. Now he does. Anti-magic shell even, which is absolutely not necessary, but a sign of not disrespect, but a sign of win. And GG. Happy takes map number 4 as well. And what a cool ending to this game with the mass possession. 3-1 for Happy now. Match points for the undead. What a comeback, man. Really cool. Grubby was running so far away. with his experience, with the creep routes, with inventory as well, what did Happy really get? I mean, one shop, his natural, and one cobalt spot. That's basically it. Apart from the laboratory, of course, which is basically guaranteed to have. So, pretty impressive. And I feel like Happy's control is getting better and better. The silences are getting better and better. And yes, I don't think Grubby expected so many casters there. This one fight at the bottom right at the cobalt, the previous cobalt spot, not cobalt, troll spot. This one little last hit on the red spot. That fight, I mean, like, where Happy was leveling up to 4 and 3. Grubby didn't get the last hit, then starts the fight, and then we have Nova level 2 and Death Pact, so he couldn't really focus the Blade Master anymore, the DK anymore. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Cool series here from the two veterans, from the two all-stars and legends. So, we have the next map. Match points for Happy. 3, 2, 1. And again, we have Grubby in the green trunks. This time with the Farseer. No barracks here on one of the biggest maps of Turtle Rock. And no barracks, no shop just yet. This could be an ultra fast tech before the hero even pops out. So Happy, what are you doing? Ghoul build. Oh no, there's the graveyard. Jesus, it's getting late here in Germany. Again, an early Fiend build. So Grubby is saving all his resources. That means he can't really creep. And he has to be in Happy's phase. Oh, he's actually going... Oh no, there's the tech. I was wondering. Super fast tech before the hero is out. 1 minute 50. That's as fast as you can do it. On the other side, DK. And Fiends, of course. On this map, I can totally understand this Fiend build. Because there's no skeletons, no critters on this map. So you can't get skeletons. So you are reliant on some damage next to the skeletons. So Grubby using the wolves for creeping first, at least a little bit. But I don't see him take this spot, really. I mean, it's on the way, it's right in front of your base. You don't risk anything, you get a little bit, and then the first little item, which can easily be snagged as well. Happy scouting for a close position. And now the Farseer on the way to Happy's base. If he operates from range, if he puts some damage on the DK, like on a Dota lane maybe, he can slow him down so much. But Happy already going for something different, not creeping in front of his base. So Grubby thinks, alright, if you don't want it, I take it, no problem. Book of Shadows might actually be helpful. Denies the wolf as well, so the Fiend doesn't get the last hit. And steals an item that the Lich would have loved to have, especially if it was a Mantle of Intelligence. Happy gets the last hit. Was playing against it. The right clicks from the Farseer, though, not too impressive if you have a Mass Skeleton Fiend build. And now he got so many corpses there that he can go for the Ogre. Growing with the skeleton kill, getting closer to level 2. Tech, of course, almost done. And this is the fastest tech against one of the slowest techs. You see, it's almost 1 tech advantage. 3/4 maybe, even more. That's so sick. So he could surprise him with Wyvern, as there's no available anti-air for Undead on tier 1. That's exactly what I mean with the Cloak of Shadows. Can hide himself. And he does decent damage. 2 Fiends low. He has to use coils, but he still has 2 more. So it's not super irritating. DK got a little bit to creep. And Happy is playing quite well against this early harass. But tech is done. Double Beastery. And a TC second. So this is either Mass Raiders for base raise. Might even be Shockwave for full building damage. Or Wyvern with Stomp on the TC to prevent the Fiends from webbing. Happy can't get too many Wolf Blast hits, right? He does have a lot of Fiends at the moment. But he pressures the Farseer more. It's okay. One more coil. Doesn't really want to use it, but has to. Otherwise, he's gonna lose it. Will he use the second one, though? How far will Grubby dive into the undead base? There's no ice tower yet. I mean, there is in the back, but not really a threat.
Summoning is complete.
So, Grubby, what do you show us? Raiders or Wyvern? At the moment, nothing. It's Raiders. Instant Raiders. And Stomp on the TC. So no Shockwave, because Shockwave works against buildings.
Our forces are under attack.
Tier 2 by Happy has reached as well. Is he faking him? Does Happy think it's Wyvern? Wyvern are coming, by the way. Ensnare for a little bit of utility. And maybe to enable the rat spot alone. Like this one. You can lure him out, ensnare him here, creep that thing, get a big item. And then go Wyvern. Usually it's the other way around. You open up with a Wyvern and then go into Raiders.
Our forces are under attack.
Happy is not going web yet. But level 2. And 2 claws already. Ooh. Turtle Rock, a very good map to gear up heroes. And especially the Lich. This is a paradise for a Lich.
Our forces are
Probably scouts with the wolves again. Sees him here soon. And 3 hurt fiends with ensnare and stomp. This could be pretty bad for Happy as he TPs out immediately. Doesn't want to use one single unit. There we go. Lich is ready. Is it again Frost Armor? Against Mass Raiders? That makes sense. Oh, Grubby supply stack. Not for too long. Okay, he doesn't have the money anyway. That's fine. I thought it's a little late. 2 Wyvern now. How soon will Happy scout this? If he only moves up now, he sees them. Still no weapon.
Our forces are under attack. Is complete.
Happy, by the way, scouting here, preventing Grubby from getting the shop, which exactly is what Happy is doing. Claws +9, oh my god. This Lich is already +21. Staffing back with a DK now. But Caesar, right, I have to TP. Grubby is not irritated by that staff. There we go. He wanted to snipe the slaughterhouse, but not too many raiders, so lack of damage. This stomp is so nice, and Chain Lightning as well. 2 AoEs and the single target damage from the Wyvern coming in. Scroll of the Beast being used. +10 damage on these 2 Wyvern, but is it enough? Everything is falling rather low for Grubby, but there's no TP. The staff is on cooldown. The Wyvern can just chase him, maybe even another Chain Lightning from range. Oh, Potion saves the DK. That game could have been over if not for this one Potion, but he's chasing, and 4 Wyvern now. Oh my god, this damage output is getting out of hand. Happy is losing way too many fiends here. I think he has wept now. Yep, 3 of them. So Grubby TP's out. But what a timing. I thought it was a little too late because he couldn't get the slaughterhouse. But man, once the 2 additional Wyvern were there, kind of exploded. But he lost quite... No, Happy lost a lot. He lost like 2 fiends. And you cannot allow the Orc player to get to a critical mass of Wyvern, which is exactly what's happening here. 4 of them already there. He's going tier 3 for the Envenomed Spears. And then at some point, if you have like 6 to 7 Wyvern, they one-shot Fiends with the Venom. But maybe the Lich can be the carry. Creeping more, close to his base. Grubby though, doing the same. Oh, Tome of Experience again. And Ring of Regen. Meh. But this level 2 stun is big. Really, really big. No Raider remaining though, so creeping this is a little harder. Happy going only Fiends and statues for now. Tome of Intelligence and Boots. Fiends have no attack upgrades. No destroyer yet. He gets the orb plus 26. And Wyvern are squishy. Can he kite well enough in the lack of end snare? Oh, Katka's Pipe of Insight. Lots of mana regen now. For free. We call it Mana Bong. And Envenomed Spears is coming as well. Poison damage on the already hard-hitting Wyvern. But if they are grouped and a Nova hits them and then Web comes in, Happy with Insane Micro, which he has certainly a chance. Heroes are rising up, especially the Lich. The Lich needs levels, maybe level 4 because of the big intelligence gain. Dark Ranger again, third time. Fifth time, sorry. Okay, Lich is level 3. Is this the weapon he needs against the Mass Wyvern? Warmill now. Shadowhunter third. Could be a little squishy for my taste. Big invul, heal scroll, little invul. And the second red spot for him. Oh man, he is running away in experience. I mean, it's 3-3 against 3-3. But 4-4 should be around the corner. Yep, it is. And the second item is for Grubby as well. Is it Claws plus 12? Or imagine the Lich has it. Imagine the Lich gets it. Speed scroll disengagement. TC is running in for a stun. Doesn't get the DK, but the Dark Ranger. Is it worth a call? Yes, it is. He has one more stun soon. And Happy wants the experience. Happy needs the experience as well, I think. Shadowhunter is coming in. Maybe a little miss rally. Or does he want to intercept something? Oh, it's poor TC. Needs the heal scroll soon. Is the heal wave skilled first? No, it's Hex. Shadowhunter is lurking for a surprise Hex, but now the jig is up. Lich a little out of position though. Hex on the DK, so no coil possible. Lack of end snare and silence on the TC, so he can't go for the stun. Has to go now though. Is there mana even? Oh, it's close. He can coil against it for now. But it's only like 2. Uh-oh, Chain Lightning just got a lot bigger. Destroyers in the air. Happy's trying to save as many fiends as possible, but the poison damage ticks them down to 1. And he can just, with one finger, kill them. He is killing a lot. Dark Range. Oh my god, Happy is killing a serious amount of Wyvern here. If he can keep his heroes alive. Looks good though. For now. Grubby damage is not enough to chew through this. Happy lost a lot of fiends as well, but there are still some to use the web. Destroyers are falling soon, though. The Lich is in trouble, catches the coil. That was the last remaining one. Happy doesn't have a town portal. He has to break this. Is there a Nova? Is there a coil? The Farseer is in serious problems. But there isn't. There just isn't. Wow, what a fight again. Grubby has a supply lead now, but none of the players has an expansion. Grubby has heavy losses on the Wyvern department. 2 are still alive. The third one is newly built. But on the other side, Happy lost a lot of fiends as well. And with the double beastry, you can get faster fiends than your opponent gets faster Wyvern than your opponent gets faster fiends. So you can't web all of them. Rope. Does he get the rope? That would be so sick. This Lich is plus 32. Maybe he swaps a claw. But intelligence, of course, better as he gets a lot of mana from this as well. Takes forever though. And Grubby is gearing up for an expansion. Creeps for another consumable. Big invul. Again. 2 big invul on his heroes. Is hero nuke an option? Wolves see this. Is Happy sending over an Acolyte? No, he's also not producing an Acolyte as he's only at 41. On the flip side, Grubby is investing a lot into these towers right now. That doesn't go into the army. Rune braces though. Oh man. Turtle Rock always high-tech gear. And now we have the Lich with 480 mana. While still having the plus 26 damage. agility for the Dark Ranger, who's also +9. Grubby has no gold for the expansion at the moment. Again going for the defense upgrade. Might not be the worst thing against... or level 5 TC against Orb of Corruption. But the destroyers are flying in. The Lich is here as well. This level 3 Stomp, man. It's gonna be insane. Tries to nuke this Wyvern with Orb of Annihilation. And the Coil gets the kill. And the Gargantuan should be up for grabs. He gets the Nightcrawler with ease. Big item as well. Now Grubby sets the expansion up. And how is Happy able to crack this? The Lich can't kill everything. Region, a little more experience. Lich is not level 4. He doesn't have infinite mana. Okay, Happy doesn't want to crack this.
Our forces are under attack.
He sends another Acolyte to build his own expansion. He's distracting though, which is what he should do. Q-Wave is ready. Hex is ready. Level 3 War Stomp as well. He's going for the DK, trying to force the town portal. Massive damage coming from the Wyvern. But again... oh no! This time no Death Pact. So he can't heal himself. What he can do is TP out. Super long stun, but he doesn't want to engage with his Wyvern against the 3 Fiends and 2 Destroyers. Happy, of course, wants this Watchtower. Saving up a lot of gold. Wow, this Chain Lightning. So annoying. Good damage against everything. And was buffed a bit in 1.30. Or 1.29? I'm not too sure. Should Grubby throw in another Raider here and there? Or will he continue to do this with Wyvern? If he loses this, if he doesn't get the Expo up and running, I mean it is, but to pay off, he could lose the Showmatch right here. He's against the ropes. And Happy is buying time for his own expansion. All the time. Ooh, catches the Lich here. Focus goes to the Fiends. Oh, the Coil arrives too late. What a mistake. And the Lich is forced into an invul. Massive Nova into the backline though. But the Wyvern, they're taking the Fiends out one by one. And if there's no web, what can he do? I mean, the Lich can do a lot, but that's about it. Hex. Oh no! Stun misses! This could have been the kill on the Lich and maybe the end of this game. But now, without anti-air, what can he do? Hero focus by Happy. Can he throw another Coil? No, he can't! There is no mana for this. It's basically one Lich to rule it all at this point. Nice stun again. No mana. He needs a Coil. He has a Nova. Everything is hurt for Grubby. How much time can he buy? Shadowhunter is not level 3. The more time, the more units, of course. Happy only down to 40. Carried by his heroes. Carried to victory. Or into map 7. 6. Still only Wyvern. Lots of Wyvern though. 60 supply. And this Rune Bracers, man. How much do they help?
The damned stand ready.
Oh, Happy's Expo is finished but not saturated. There's also no Acolyte here anymore. Wolves are going into the Aras. The rest is coming to the main. He catches one. The Wolves come through. Oh, massive Nova again.
The sleeper awakes.
The Shadowhunter is still not 3. He would love to have this one creep spot somewhere as the Destroyers deal with the Wolves. Happy now back at 50 supply. Into a potion on the Lich. More Fiends. Is he double? No, he's not. I thought for a second he's double crit. But no. Both are mining. Main gold mines. 1000 gold remaining only. Awesome upgrade. What a major damage boost this is then for the Wyvern. But he's... okay, he has the code. So they are already at +4.
Our forces are under attack.
Happy's still far behind, I think. Not too far. And he has this insane lich. Oh, nice. 4 HP save. It's about the tiniest little things. Not even granting him the wolf experience. Shadowhunter is level 3, found the creep spot, has heal wave. And how good this heal wave is gonna be against the Nova. Still only 3 fiends. 3 webs against a lot of wyvern. He can't really kite against this anymore. Grubby is going in for the kill. Oh, nice silence to prevent this coil. Nice fiend spreading as well. He's going hard for this Shadow Hunter, but he counters the focus. What a stun! He can't use the TP, loses the DK. Grubby with an awesome timing of Hex and stun. Unable to use anything, and this is no healing. This is disabled. This is a double kill for Grubby, and this is the second map win. This pure damage and pure disable. Oh, the Hex Stomp combo was glorious. And there's not too much you can do against it. If your DK falls, man, you are done and out. As you can't prevent the damage anymore. Happy even losing with this Lich, as he gives Grubby too much time. Maybe scouting a little too late as well, since the web was not the fastest. But I guess the first go into the undead base, which is also very unusual, hurt Happy so much that he couldn't really come back from this. Cool games. Really cool games between the two. And man, we are going into map 6. Jeez, I can't count if my life depends on it. Oh man. This is green or black? Didn't upgrade the colors yet. 4 Concealed Hills, and that is a very good orc map as far as we've seen. So will Grubby carry this entire series into map 7 and we go full distance, or is it the win for Happy after 6 maps? We'll see after Concealed Hills. So I know the color is a little off for Grubby, but this is what we have to deal with at the moment. Happy once again in blue, in the upper right on Concealed Hills, and oops, there we go. On Concealed Hills, and that is one of the new maps that we have in the pool. I really like it. It has 3 red spots. 2 of them have a fountain, which is great for orcs and mountain giants. Basically everything that has high HP. Abominations as well, but we haven't seen them, so I don't think we will see them here. And the middle. Here you get flutes, boots of Kel'Thas, Subi Mask, stuff like this. Here, Mana Bong, Unholy Aura, Command Aura, Endurance Aura, stuff like this. So this is the most experience on the map. This is the best item on the map. Can Grubby find a way to creep it before Happy does? We will see. The altar is finished. We're going Blade Master again. Both wins from Grubby were with the Farseer. He's going back to the losing hero Blade Master. Happy again going Fast Fiends. And I'm pretty curious how his creep route is. Focused here, by the way, during WGL, had a great trick of luring out this Ogre Lord, hexing him somewhere here, and then it kind of broke how this Ogre Lord goes back, because he was just following across the entire map. Same went for the Rat Drake, who was at Focus's base here. Like, he pulled him from here to all the way here. That was pretty insane. In the game against 120, you should definitely check this out if you haven't seen it, from WGL Winter 2018. Grubby again with a dual burrow. I don't know if I like it too much, man. This Blade Master can get a lot done. Especially thanks to the fountains, as you don't really need heal selves at the very start. But alright. Oh, since he's going Blade Master, I'm going this vision again. So these crabs have a Tome of Experience, and Grubby seems to gamble for it. Okay, this could be level 2 almost right away. Don't really know how much experience this gives. 48 most likely. Yeah, 48. And Tome of Intelligence. So not the best outcome. But at least no Tome of Experience possibility for Happy at that camp. He goes all the way back? No. He built the shop here a little too late if you ask me. Tier 2 tech at 250 again. That's a weird creep route. Going for the crab, then all the way back. Is that maybe not the most efficient way to do it? Happy does it differently. Saw here now that the crab is gone though. So it's rather about preventing Happy's progress than it is about his leveling. Even if it's not the most efficient way for your own level bar. Happy is kind of forced to stay close to his base. Go for the turtles now. Ring of Protection not the greatest for him. Blade Master gets a little bit more healing here. Of course, Windwalk and crit, as you can see here in the upper left. And DK level 2 himself. And Grubby again aiming for this Tome of Experience. And he gets it! And okay, if you gamble twice, your chances are not that bad to get the Tome. And that means he's close to level 3 all of a sudden. Out leveling the DK, of course, quite hard. 50% of that level, maybe. But everything is hurt. So Grubby is making or taking advantage of nighttime, fountain, and the fact that you have 700 HP and you heal so fast. Happy though. Not the greatest inventory. Uses an illusion to scout now. Oh, Blade Master's coming in. Doesn't get the kill here, and unlucky end snare on this grunt. He has 2 more coils, but the Blade Master damage prevents Happy from staying, as it seems. Repositions his fiend here. Oh, this surround, so good. Can't do too much against it. Tries to kill the skeletons, but that's it. Level 3 on the Blade Master, but also super close to level 3 Death Knight. And you saw how far away Grubby was before Happy started this creep spot. Gets creepjack, but turns it around and gets a grunt kill. You know what they say, never... Oh, reveal being used? Never lose a grunt in the early game. Especially not against undead. Happy is already scouting for an expansion to come here. Can Grubby steal this one? No, and prevent level 3. The coil was used, so he might be losing this fiend. Yeah, he is. Well reacted by Grubby, knowing that the coil is on cooldown, so he can chase that fiend. But Happy is kind of dominating this. If he gets another grunt, that would be disastrous. Oh, he has a level 2 coil. There we go. Second grunt dead. It's a 2-for-1 trade now. Blade Master can't really engage into this as the DK is coming back with another coil. Not enough. It's this Blade Master or this grunt though. And, oh, can he block so much? With a high ping? Or with the DK, who is of course a little easier with this guy. Grubby trying to outmaneuver him, sidestepping. And now he's at the fountain. Now the illusion is gone. That should not work. Shadowhunter is here as well. Wakes up the creeps though. That means the orc can't continue his healing. It's again double beastery. This time it's Blade Master Wyvern. Happy will not expect this, I think. Not at all. Lich is coming. Tier 2 tech almost done. Tier 3 tech started already, I mean. Otherwise the Lich wouldn't be out. Idiot. Berserker strength for more HP. He is supply stuck now, but the burrow is already in position. Shadowhunter 0 experience. Will this hex trick work? Here we go. Does it break the Ogre Lord or not? It's still attacking. Not moving back though. Oh, not too much. It's okay. Loss plus 12. Certainly a nice addition for this BM. Only stealing the items and the tome. And Happy is not getting one of the big camps, not going for the red drakes. That was a big one for Grubby. Shadowhunter close to 1.7. Happy going web now. He saw it. Somehow. He saw the wyvern. And that is so much faster than game 5. Bloodlusted red drake. He's trying this hex trick again. Doesn't really work. Oh, web should be finished soon. Doesn't want to use it though. Frost armor against hex. Right click damage against coil. Grubby about to lose this show match. 44 supply for him though, 39 for Happy.
We're under attack.
Tier 3, so Grubby doesn't want to fight now. He wants the envenomed spears. And most likely Kodo upgrades and orb and everything. Scroll the beast. Oh, nice. Can he use this before destroyers are finished though? Because tier 3 is done. Orb is ready. Almost. There we go. Blade Master gets the invul though. 4 fiends with web against 4 wyvern. This could be a disaster for Grubby. The tech is too late. The tier 3 tech is simply too late. Can he steal this? There is reveal. Needs to use it soon. Ah! Blade Master got it. Experience as well for Happy, I think. So it looks like it's Acolyte hunting time. DK sells the Scourge Bone Chimes immediately as there's only the DK is a melee hero. Melee unit. And the skeletons, of course, but that doesn't really count. And you can see Grubby doesn't want to fight before critical mass wyvern.
We're under attack.
Warmel only now. Dark Ranger again for the 6th time in a row. Okay. Can Grubby stay alive in this fight? Can he keep the wyvern out of range, which he does almost perfectly thus far? Or actually perfectly, but this block of Happy is so nice as well. Getting the 3rd grunt kill in this match. And thanks to the Frost Armor, the Blade Master damage isn't too great. Almost out of mana. No shop for Grubby. Ooh, no potions. Did he shop before? Clarities, yeah, but no mana potions. No expansion. There's so much pressure from Happy right now. He can't go for a second gold mine.
Upgrade complete.
More wyvern. 50 supply on Grubby's side. Supply and Happy as well, but the fiends are too far away. Once this windwalk is over though, he doesn't have a second. Okay, now he has a second one. One more dust. Lich again starting to be out of control with plus 17. Grubby can super fast creep now. There's no TC this time, mind you, so not mass disable against the fiends. Only single disable against coils. And heal wave though. Second red spot for Happy. Level 2 for the Lich. Nova is ready. Boots of Quel'Thalas. Decent for the Dark Ranger, but that's about it. Banshee transition. Going Curse on the Wyvern. Let's see how long they survive. But this is the upgrade that Grubby is looking for. And Venom Spears. And the shop is back. He doesn't have the Orb of Venom even. The Orb of Lightning even. Good backstab.
We're under attack.
Undead expansion by Happy in the upper left.
Research complete.
Would love to see map 7, I'm not gonna lie. But if Happy... it's only 5 fiends? The number of wyvern is rapidly rising. Level 6. 6 of them, I mean. And was some battle drums. Doesn't have a Kodo though. Doesn't want to break upkeep yet. Did he scout for this? That's the big question here. No. Not yet. He doesn't know. Of course, Happy knows how well this game is going for him, despite the Tomb of Experience early. Black Arrow available, reveal again. And Potion of Greater Mana. Okay. If that's not a sign to start this fight and to start breaking upkeep, I don't know what it is. Blade Master finds it though, kills the Acolyte. Can he kill the Haunted Goldmine? He doesn't want to go for it though. Gets level 4 as well. As I said, this power creeping with Wyvern, really beneficial at this point. Happy is breaking upkeep. The more fiends, the better. And not only is Curse good against Wyvern, but also Anti-Magic Shell helps against the poison damage. So it's 2 birds, 1 stone, and Grubby only now. But what a timing by Happy. Even pulling a Ghoul, so he has additional damage. And he has to use a Hex to get the towers up. And now the Wyvern are there. Now they're taking them out, but Happy knows. The jig is up. He has reinforced defenses, thank God. Does Happy want to fight before the level 3 Lich just because he has this massive number of fiends and good items? Even the Scroll of Protection, which I really like. Here we go. No Dispel. Tiny Great Hall for Grubby. But this was 700 gold that's not going into the army. He's stuck at 50 supply. Scroll of the Beast though. How much damage can he get? He's hero focusing super hard, but no stun this time. No dual disable combo. And the Wyvern are falling one after another. A little bit of a lack of focusing here, as this one could easily fall. Invo Potion on the Lich. Healed up though, and the Fiends are standing in the middle of the Wyvern. Grubby sees no chance, and Happy is winning this show match. 4-2. Pretty impressive, actually, that Grubby takes 2 maps off of Happy, who's dominating Northrend. And many see him as the best player in Europe, which nobody can really prove. That was cool. That was really cool to see Grubby in, like, hard mode. When he's, like, in serious mode. Try hard, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, I hope we see more of this, man. I certainly do. Happy, though, we have to say, has a very bad ping on Battle.net nowadays. Since 1.30.2. I hope Blizzard fixes this in the future so the Russians get a better connection. I want to know from you, how do you like the hero tool? How do you like how the info is displayed? Is it too big? Is it too small? Is it on the wrong position? Should we maybe split it to one player is left, one player is right, as WGL did? Can you read all of it? What info do you need? What wishes do you have for this overlay? We will try to implement it as fast as possible and as much as possible, because I feel this is gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, so we need your feedback. I hope you enjoyed this little replay cast. I usually never do replay cast, but I mean, if we have Grubby versus Happy and a new tool, this was kind of destined for us to do it, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. We will cast a couple of times this week, by the way. Check our schedule, backtowarcraft.com. We start coverage on Friday. King of Maps, Echo Isles, a best of 1 tournament to determine who is the best player on Echo Isles. And on Saturday and Sunday, we have the next online qualifiers. Next 2 is coming. It's gonna be a tournament with 4 different teams, with 4 team captains. And yeah, players want to qualify. Offline, 100,000 RMB. That's basically $12,500, I guess, for that tournament. So no one really wants to miss the chance to play there in Guangzhou. It's gonna be epic. I'm gonna cast it. I don't know what it's with Remo, but I'm gonna cast every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 12, like noon CET, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you really enjoy it, feel free to support us. You can throw us a donation. You can buy our merchandise. The links are all in the description of the video. Also, you can subscribe on Twitch if you want, or use our Amazon referral link. It's Christmas time, so it would be nice. If you buy some presents, use the referral link. That's it from here. Don't forget to feedback this in the comment section. I will read every single one of your comments. And yeah, stay tuned to Back to Warcraft. Bye bye.